Oh shit, I'm live. Okay. What's good, everyone? Uh, Let me pull up on my phone real quick. Pull up into the chat. Check my levels. Am I coming in? Yes, you can hear me. Cool. Okay. Found it. Alright, we live. We live. Okay. So, let me see. Okay. Check, check, check. Yeah, y'all. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It says I got one person in here. I don't know if that's real or if that's me, but we're just getting started here. So I just brewed some coffee and I'm gonna pour it into the cup. My boo just got me this recently because I have been talking about how I wanted one, but I've been poor AF this year, so I haven't. Oops. Definitely dumped coffee grounds straight in. That's okay. I guess we'll just be getting a little extra. A little extra thick. God made dirt, dirt don't hurt. Put this in a plate for now. And I usually keep it on there because to trap the heat, but maybe I should find a different way to do that. Or just put it back when I'm done pouring. So okay. Yeah, I'll just put it back on when I'm done pouring. Note to self. Ta-da. Let's see what it's tasting like. As you can see, I'm still wearing the same clothes that I was in yesterday's stream. Surprise, surprise. Also got myself some lemon water because I was feeling like coffee and then I have oatmeal. I was like, it's just feeling like that's gonna feel a little heavy. So I grabbed some lemon water to balance it out. This is fresh squeezed lemon. That hit the spot that I needed it to hit. Yep. It's about half a lemon of juice plus the amount of water. Okay. Now, okay, y'all are seeing my full screen capture. Yep, okay. Now I'm gonna pop over to, actually, I'll turn that off for a second. I'll pop over to Discord real quick. Read a message. Okay. Oh, cool. Just got invited to join a Discord server. I'm gonna join it. JJ Production. Let's check it out. Cool. Good stuff. I'll check that out later. Okay, new server. Got less than 20 people. Cool. I like that. I like. Oh, this is JP. Is that someone I know? Possibly. I don't know. Co-owner producers Brown Boy. Brown Boy. Brown Boy. That sounds like a cool name. Brown Boy. Brown Boy. Brown Boy. Brown Boy. Brown. Brown Boy. Okay, let's shrink me down. Light me down. Shrink me down. And turn the display capture back on. And go into Ableton. Alright, so for today, let's poke around a little bit and see what I have. Okay. What's this? Oh, this is a delay. just like wiped my brain. What's up, stream? What's up? little compression on the kick. So just with that right there, with the compressor, what I usually do, I saw this on like a YouTube tutorial or something recently. Bring the threshold all the way down so you can hear the compressor working. Then when you change the attack and the release, you'll actually be able to hear like a difference in what they're doing. Whereas if you just have the threshold up here, the compressor is not working that much and you can't really hear what's happening with the attack and the release. And you can always dial back the threshold if you don't want as much of the compression. Actually, super compressed on the kick sounds kind of cool actually. Really takes a lot of that boominess that's kind of muddying up the mix out. And we could really bring like an 808 in or something. I'm gonna low cut the kick just to tighten it up even more. I'm just listening for like how tight the kick sounds. So it's a very like finicky thing, trying to change the texture of kicks, but I'm trying to get better at it. I think I need to tighten up the Q on this. It's causing too much of a change. What is it that I want out of that? Maybe it's not down there at all. I think that's what I want actually. So with this right here, I can kind of tell. So with my beats, a lot of times the kick, I end up having the kick pretty loud, which is probably just like because of the kind of music that I grew up on. Like these days, the 808 and the bass is sometimes very loud, and the kick is just kind of a little texture almost. But I tend to trend towards making a kick like loud in the mix. I don't know, it's like I naturally kind of mix around it. But the problem with that is that sometimes your songs end up sounding like it's just a beat with a really loud kick. And so I have been trying to get better at like processing my kicks so that they still have the thump that I want, but they're not coloring the overall sound so much that it's influencing the way I have to mix the vocal, and it's making everything sound a little like, it's just like it makes me kind of squint my eyes a little bit. It's just like like it, you know, it's not like when something is like engineered really well, I will usually just, when I hear it, I'm kind of like, it's just like like it hits your ears and it's like, oh, that just sounds nice. Feels nice, you know, gives you a good feeling. And that's what I'm trying to get towards with this. So I'm going to keep working on the kick, the EQ of the kick, see if I can dial something like that in. It's hard to tell sometimes. I don't know if it's just my ear or if everybody's like this, but I think I hear this range of frequencies like very easily. Like 1K and up, it's like I can tell you, like I can hear it. Like when I change it, it's just I know what's happening. When I'm down here, I'm changing stuff and I'm just like I think I can tell what's happening, but I'm not really sure. And I don't know. I feel like if I could really master this frequency range, like just, you know, zero to like, I won't even say 1K because I can hear this range pretty easily too, but it's like 0 to 200. And it's such a big range. You know, I mean, like it's a big area. Oops. It's a big area. Oh, what? Yeah, it's a big area of the frequency spectrum, right? Like that's almost like a third. That's a third of the whole diagram here. And I don't know. I guess I just need to like keep working on it because I do get frustrated with this sometimes because I'm like I feel like my mixes and like everything is so close to sounding really professional, but I think it's this area that anytime I'm down here, like I do work in this area, but a lot of times I'll work on a mix or a beat for like a long time, like hours, and then I go into it and listen to it the next day or something, and I'm like, this area is just, it just sounds like super cluttered, you know. And I'm like, how did I work on it for that long? But I didn't. You know, it's like it's really defeating when you're just like you're doing all this stuff, you're changing all this stuff up here. You think you make you do make progress, like stuff sounds cleaner, and then you go down here and you change something. The thing about it is like, at least for me, I feel like when you change stuff up here, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's almost like you can mix and match stuff up here, you can shift stuff up here around, and it's gonna change like the feel of your beat a little bit, like the but if this down here is good to go, like if 0 to 200 is good to go, and then you have to fix some stuff up here, it's normally not like you have to go back down here and do a lot more work or something. But if you go up here and you get everything sounding perfect, then you change like one thing down here in the 0 to 200, it's like you might have to go back and work on all this high frequency again, just because everything that's under it affects how it sounds. So anyways, like that's why I'm kind of trying to dial in on the lows. So I'm just gonna take some time with this kick. Let's see where we're at on the stream time. About 40 minutes. So probably about 20 more minutes in this stream, and then I'm probably hop off. So it sounds kind of thick down here. I kind of like that when I take that out. Oh. I kind of like that. tighten this up. And then that, dipping that sounds a lot better on my ear. Ooh, that's really nice right there. That's sounding pretty clean, actually. Okay, what if I bring the beat back in? So let's listen with my EQ, not without it. Wow. So when I don't know if you can hear this, but when I turn on the EQ, it's like the synthesizers and everything just, they sound like you can hear them better. That, especially that background, that background synth, when I turn the EQ on the kick off, you can't even hear it that much. It's kind of there, but you can't hear it. When I turn it on, you can really hear that synth. About to turn it on. And you can hear those hi-hats. Okay, I think someone just joined the stream. So I was just working on the EQ of this kick. And basically I'm talking about how I've been trying to EQ my kicks so that my beats sound like there's a little more space, but the kick still thumps. So if you listen, I'm going to turn the EQ off on this kick and then listen to how like the like those hi-hats sound, and then how the boom, 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 that synth sounds in the background. You can't hear them as much, and then when I'll turn the EQ on, and then you can hear how they kind of like pop out a little more because I took these frequencies out of the kick. So this is without. This is without the EQ. You can just hear how like nothing's really popping out, and then listen when I turn the EQ on. Like even that snap pops out in the background. It's almost like it just has more depth. I don't know if that's mostly coming from like which frequency range, but I just muted this range right here. Turn it back on. I don't know. I'm just muting different bands right here and then turning them back on to kind of hear what difference do they make. And they all make a difference, especially these two. That one's a little more subtle, but man, I'm actually pretty happy with that. So now that I've done that, the thing is, that's what I was saying before on the stream, is like when you change the low frequencies in the beat, like everything else has to kind of be changed after that, because a lot of times you don't realize it, but you're mixing everything that's above the low frequencies to sort of compensate for what the low frequencies are doing to the like the color of the beat and how much space you have, like frequency wise. So now that I've done that, it's like now this sounds loud because it's not on top of the low, the kick is not as big. So now this was kind of overcompensating for how much thumpiness was in the kick, and now it sounds kind of too loud, you can hear it has too much low frequency now. Because it had to have more low frequency because the kick had more low frequency, so it was like overcompensating. So now, see, like, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but when I go in here, it's taking out some like roominess of this synth. It's basically making it. And what I've been noticing is like a lot of times it's a particular frequency that's giving like the sound you don't want. And I know people say that, but I don't know, like I haven't really been able to hone in on those things and hear the difference it's actually making. This like, see, like, right, I can hear that there's a positive difference kind of in this whole range, but I'm not sure which part to pick out. So sometimes when that's the case, I end up finding that if I cut out something lower, that actually fixes it. In this case, I'm just gonna try making this a hard cut, and I kind of like that. I don't even think I'm gonna keep this stuff down here. Just cut it all out. Also, even though I have this soloed, like, I'm kind of keeping in my mind what the beat sounded like as I'm trying to create this space that I know is gonna sound cleaner once I bring this other sounds back in. And this is kind of a tough cookie to crack. This sound is very layered. What's up in the stream? What's good, y'all? Pop into the chat if you want to say what's up. Let me know who you are, how you're doing, if you make music or not, or you know, whatever you want to share. So I'm about ready to bring the beat back in here, because if I do this for too long, most likely when I bring the beat back in, it's not even gonna, I'll lose track of what the context of the beat is, and then the changes I made might not actually fit. This feels pretty good though. Maybe not perfect, but I think once I bring the beat back in, it's gonna sound like this is in a better pocket than it was. Yeah, that's good. That's good, yeah. Yeah, okay, this is gonna hit, I think. And one more change. I wanna do something in the highs. Say like, that's the range. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. Alright, let's unsolo. Yeah. Yeah. So now this is the this. got quite a bit of bass, sounding a little muddy, so don't want all of that because that is being taken up by my kick. So that is pretty good. And I'm just keeping in my mind kind of what the beat sounded like as I make these changes. Let's bring it back in. Okay, so now I'm kind of noticing the kick. So it sounded a little boxy to me, so I'm gonna try to identify what frequency. I think it's around here that's giving it the sound I don't love. So I know people say to do this to find the frequency you don't like. Honestly, I've been doing this, and you just wait until the sound you don't like goes away, and then it's like, you know where it is. So I know it's right there, it's that doom, doom, doom. Like I don't want that, right? So there, it's completely gone. Love that actually. I might even leave the low cut. I'm gonna bring a little bit of the lows back in because it made it sound a little hollow for my taste. It's very subtle, but when you have a more natural sounding snare like this, sometimes you want to leave some of those lows in, at least for now. Yep, alright. So you can hear a difference. This is before. Yeah, you can hear all of that, like, boom, boom, right? Now it's clean. I might even do like honestly, like that would be, I think, a good video series where I just kind of try to clean up different sounds and like take out the boxiness or whatever of certain sounds that might cloud up a mix in the lows. That would be a good series to do. Matter of fact, yeah, we're at 54 minutes. No one's in the stream right now. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and file save. Name this Cayso Cookups 22623. Put it in my folder. Put it in my folder. Put it in my folder. Right, and then I think I'm gonna actually do that. I'm going to. So I've been toying around with the idea of like different video concepts, and I think that so I think I really like that idea, and I think it's gonna make me better too at the thing that I want to get better at, which is cleaning up sounds in the lows and hearing that difference that it makes in the 200 range and stuff. So I think I'm gonna make a 0 to 200. Yeah, because that's the range. Yeah, I'm gonna make a 0 to 200 cleanup video series, I think, and I'm just gonna go snares, kicks, hi-hats, synths, piano. I'm just gonna start picking different instruments, and we're just gonna do low frequency cleanup of those sounds, and I'm gonna post it in a video series on my YouTube page. So I think what I'm gonna do is just after this stream, in a few minutes, I will just record with my same streaming software. Because I've been toying with the idea of how to do this, because I'm like, I could make some more instructional videos, but I'm like, how am I going to do the editing? So it probably won't be a whole lot of editing, but I think if I just screen record with my streaming software, um, just me cleaning up these sounds in the 0 to 200 range, and then I bring it into my video software, and I just take out the ums and the blank spaces, and it won't be like a whole bunch of special effects or anything in the uh, you know, in the video, at least for now, but it will be very informative, I think, and I think it's gonna help me get better at like exactly what I need to improve at. So I see we got 2 in the chat. I'm about to hop off, but yo, pop into the chat, like say what's up, because I want to check out people's music or just like find out who y'all are. I don't know. I know YouTube said that it was recommending my video to a lot of new people, a lot of new impressions were showing up and stuff. So thank you for clicking. And basically, I am, Cayso. I make beats. I do a lot of different stuff. I have a lot of knowledge of production and a lot of different aspects of just trying to have a music career or even just a hobby and learn about it. So if you want to ask any questions or anything, just let me know. And yep, all right, 1 person in the chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this and then do that.